Toxic Love Files. The Bloodline Protocol, Part 20. The Mind That Was Never Free. The missing girl learns the truth. The missing girl's fingers trembled against her neck. She felt it. A small bump beneath the skin. Too smooth, too precise, too intentionally placed. Her breath hitched. "No," she whispered. No, this isn't real." The voicemail woman stepped into the dim light, rain dripping off her hair like she'd walked straight out of a nightmare. "It's real," she said softly. "And it's been real since the night you were taken." The missing girl stumbled backward. "But I escaped," she said, voice cracking. "I ran. I hid. The woman raised a brow. "You survived," she corrected. "You never escaped." The sisters looked at each other in horror. The older sister whispered, "What is inside her?" The voicemail woman answered without hesitation. "A behavioral control implant. Not mind control. Mind redirection." The detective groaned on the floor, struggling to breathe. "You used her," he muttered. "You used all of us." The voicemail woman barely acknowledged him. She stayed focused on the missing girl. "Every time you thought you were making your own choices," she said softly, "we were adjusting the route." The missing girl shook her head violently. No, I had memories. I had thoughts. I fought to remember. And we let you," the woman replied. "So you'd run to the right places. Find the right people. Lead us to the right evidence." Her voice lowered. "You were our retrieval system." Lightning cracked across the sky, illuminating the horror on the missing girl's face. "You're lying," she whispered. "You have to be lying." The voicemail woman sighed, disappointed. "You think you suddenly remembered everything on your own?" A beat. "You think your nightmares were natural?" The missing girl froze. Nightmares. The same nightmares she thought were trauma flashbacks. The same ones that led her back to the woods, back to the cabin, back to the sisters. She whispered, "You planted them." The woman nodded. "Guided them," she corrected. "We nudged you toward the file. We nudged you toward the sisters. We nudged you toward here." Her voice turned cold. "And tonight you finally delivered the last missing piece." The younger sister stepped forward despite shaking knees. "Us," she whispered. "You wanted us." The voicemail woman looked almost proud. "You two hold the only original memory unaltered by our methods. The only eyewitness testimony we couldn't erase." Then she looked back at the missing girl. "And she brought you right to us." The missing girl's knees buckled. I didn't know," she choked. "I didn't know I was hurting you. I thought I was saving you." Her voice cracked into a sob. "I thought I got away." "You got just far enough," the woman said.
Far enough to believe you were free.
Far enough to stop questioning. Far enough to lead us back to the beginning. The missing girl fell to the floor, hands shaking uncontrollably. She clawed at her neck, trying to feel the implant, trying to rip it out. But the voicemail woman knelt beside her and gently held her wrist. "It's deep," she whispered. "You'd die before you reached it." The missing girl screamed, a sound that tore through the cabin like a knife. But the voicemail woman held her steady. "Shh," she cooed. "This isn't your fault. You were broken long before we found you." The original sister stepped forward, tears burning down her face. "You used her grief," she whispered. "You used her entire life." The voicemail woman finally turned to her and smiled. "We used yours too." A single tear slipped down the missing girl's cheek. "What happens now?" she asked in a trembling whisper. The voicemail woman's eyes glinted. "Now?" She stood slowly. "Now we see which one of you breaks first." The storm rumbled outside as the cabin's door slammed shut. They were trapped. Together. And the truth was only getting darker. To be continued. Toxic Love Files. The Bloodline Protocol, Part 20. The Mind That Was Never Free. The missing girl learns the truth. The missing girl's fingers trembled against her neck. She felt it. A small bump beneath the skin. Too smooth, too precise,